and welcome to another episode of the Polo series. I'm Mandira Lalwani in this beautiful Singapore Polo Club, joined by the lovely Yuki, who's our guest here from Japan for the Barclays Japan Cup. Welcome aboard.
Thank you very much. This is my first time to be a presenter, so I'm excited.
Very good. I'm sure it'll be a very, very smooth ride. Not unlike the ride one gets on horses. We've seen the polo ponies, but from what I understand, your specialty is dressage. Is that right?
Yes, I'm into dressage, yeah.
Okay, great. So we'll talk about that in just a bit. But today is the days of the Barclays Japan Cup. It's a high-level polo tournament. Let's go across to Iqbal Jimaboy and find out what this day is all about.
Well, yes, I've got Iqbal Jumaboy with me, the president of the Singapore Polo Club. And Iqbal, wow, I mean, this is fantastic. Firstly, the first ever all-Japanese team. And this tournament has just really gone from strength to strength, hasn't it?
You know what? It really has. I put it down to a few people who really made this happen. Of course, our friend Taro Otsuka of Otsuka Pharmaceuticals, who was at the genesis of this, and also Stein Welkers, who heads our sponsorship subcommittee, Yuki Otani, one of our Japanese dressage members, despite not being a polo player. There's been a huge support from the Japanese community. There's been a huge support from a number of sponsors, whether it's American Express, Rakuten, Pocari Sweat, Royal Salute, etc.
You're playing as well, and you're enjoying the game this afternoon as well, aren't you?
Absolutely, because the other part of it is that the games have just got better. And even for an old guy like me, you can have a bit of fun.
And fun is what the 6 teams in the fray are going to have. They are Pocari Sweat with a team handicap of -2, Barclays with a team handicap of -1, Rakuten at 1, as is Royal Salute. Then we have the 2 American Express teams, white and grey, with team handicaps of -3 and -4 respectively. Let's start with the Division C game, which was between American Express Grey and American Express White. Without further ado, it's time for the action. And here's what the teams look like. American Express White, led by An Bang Tong, versus American Express Grey, that has Stan Hock at its helm.
And we're underway. Players been called. Is that April? April McKenna in the red. Stephanie Macefield. Stephanie. Good backhand from Bantong and Pony with the yellow socks. Tan Hock first to get back there for Greys. Bring it out towards the sideboard for Greys. So it's just stroke through, and that's good enough. The red flag's up. That's a goal for Amex Grey. That takes them back into the lead by half a goal. 5.5 goals to 5 now. So 30-yard penalty. He's just going to walk up to this one. Just comes up a little trot. Nicely taken. That looks good to me. It is good. It's a fine goal from Ang Ban Tong. 6 goals now to 5.5. Whites edge the Greys. 6th chukker. Play is called. And Bang Tong just going to walk up to it, taps it. It was just a one-hit wonder. No, it wasn't. He's missed it. He's missed it. I can't believe that. But there are other intricacies to this which may come into play, and we'll explain those as and when. The goal has been given, and that is because I think a defending player came out from between the goalposts, which they're not allowed to do. We've got Matt Harris now wearing the blue helmet, wearing number 4. Matt gets free of the field. Well done, Matt. All right, now putting pedal to the metal. Off he goes. That's a lovely hit from Matt Harris. Good play. He's got support with Tan Hock behind him. He's being ridden off hard there by Greg Parkhurst. Tan Hock has a chance for goal now. Squares it up towards the goal, going exactly the right direction. Can he just tap it through? Looks like he has. Well played, Tan Hock. Good attack there, led by Matt Harris from the melee at the other end. Matt Harris again. It really is. I mean, a great chukker. Tan Hock knocking it forward. It's going through for Grey still. There's a bit of a melee developing. Somebody's got a nice shot in there. I think it's Matt Harris again, that man. Well scored. Fine goal from Greys. Now, trying to reload the attack. Off they go again. And who's that? Can't quite see, but Matt Harris trying to defend. Tan Hock gets the back shot, but Bantong quick to turn. He'll back it as well into the danger area again. That's nicely played. Greg Parkhurst has a great opportunity here for goal, right on the line. Greg Parkhurst scores. Nicely played from the white team. Bantong. Tapping it along. One more, and that's it. That's a goal for Bantong. So the whites extend their lead to 9 to 7.5. And Ronnie Lim has it. Ronnie's free of the field. Can he add to his tally? Oh, no, I think he just put that wide. Or it's not still in. Still in play. I think that ricocheted off the goalpost. Full Hodez moves it towards goal. It's over. Somebody scored. Greg steaming through the pack. And now he's ahead of it. From the back line, it's a solo one-man effort. Go on, Greg. All the way. He's free. He's doing it all. One more hit. That's all we need. Come on, Greg. Just angle it. That's a really well-deserved goal from one end to the other. Greg Parker's solo effort. Doesn't really get hold of it, but tried. And moving it up forward. Somebody else helping there. Ronnie Lim, I think. Ronnie Lim. And he's got it over the line. That's a goal for White. So Max White goes to 12 goals to 7.5. That must put it beyond any doubt with only a minute 20 still to go. Harris. Near side, forehand from Matt Harris, moving it the right way. Tan Hock has a chance, that looks good. Tan Hock scores. So for Grace, they get one back in the dying seconds. 8.5 now to 12, they trail. Too little, too late, I fear. Our congratulations to Amex White for running out well-deserved winners of that C Division match over Amex Grey.
Time now for a quick break here on the Polo Series. When we return, we will acquaint you with a form of archery that's more than 1,000 years old. Stay with us. Well, now the one thing about the Polo Club is its diversity, which is great because on a day like this where you have the Barclays Japan Cup, you also have archery, which is more than 1,000 years old. It's called Yabusame. Yuki, tell us a little bit about it.
Yes, I think Yabusame was presented to the king or the god. It used to be.
Wow, and the school that has brought it here is more than 800 years old. Let's have a look at this amazing form of historical archery.
Big difference between the Western style horse riding and the Japanese horse riding is the way to be on the horse. So we don't touch the saddle, we keep the leg open, so it means that you have a really good balance to stay on the horse. And doing this, after that, you have to use your arm. We start the practice normally by foot, and after that with a wood horse. And the main part of the practice done with its wood horse, because we have just to practice the movement of the hands and for the arrow. After that, we can start with using the horses. But the main practice is on the wood horse.
It's one thing sitting on a horse at a full gallop at 45, 50 kilometers an hour. It's just another thing putting an arrow to a bow and then hitting a target without your hands on the reins of their horse. Horse has to trust you, you have to trust the horse, and everything just has to fall in place. I can tell you, this is more than just a skill set. It's an art, it's a discipline, it's really a visual treat.
That was just a sensational display of archery on horseback, definitely a first for me. As far as Yabusame is concerned, it was considered to be a great honor to be picked as a Yabusame archer. Well, let's go back to the polo now. Time for Division B, which is Royal Salute versus Rakuten.
We have Mr. Terao from Rakuten. I would like to ask him, what is the Rakuten's aiming in Singapore?
We set up a company in Singapore June 2012 as a regional headquarters in Asia.
How do you associate with polo?
Yes, so because we are not so familiar in the Asian region, so that's why we want to fully leverage those established events like Polo Club sports events, so that people can know about our brand Rakuten.
Ali Reda captains Rakuten for this Division B contest, where his team is up against Royal Salute that has Jonathan Gabler as its skipper.
Delighted to welcome Mr. Toshihide Ando, Deputy Chief of Mission here at the Japanese Embassy. He's our guest of honor today, and his wife. He will be conducting the ceremonial throw-in for the A Division match later. We're very grateful for the Japan Association and the Embassy support here, as a goal is very nearly scored there. Back shot coming in from Blues. That's a very nice back shot. Oh, bad luck. Bad luck, just wide. There's what tells the boards. We're underway again, 0 apiece.
Your line looking good.
Rakuten in red, Royal Salute in blue. Our sponsors.
Make him release.
Claudia Zeisberger on the charge now. Claudia going for goal. There it is. That's a nice looking hit, and she's got it. Well played, Claudia. Nice goal from Rakuten. 1-0. They lead from that throw-in. Now, Jono. Ridden off hard there by Ali Raider. Oh, it's Vinod. Good ride off from Vinod, and then he gets the back shot well. Iqbal Johor brings it to the boards. Shono Gable is going for the back shot. Moves it round. Melissa taking out Ali Raider, leaving Linley Fong on the ball. Linley and Ali. Linley still has it. Jono now straightens it up, takes it up country with Anna Lowndes and support. Oh, he was allowed to get that one rather easily. Where is it? Picked up by Linley Fong. Linley wearing number 2. Cutting it towards goal. Opportunity for Linley now. It's a good chance. Just one easy tap. Well played, Linley. And then hits it. Has he got a player upfield? Jerry Gann's the guy he's trying to pick up there. John O'Gabler, very nice clean back shot there, met by Ali on the grey. Ali Raider changes direction nicely, bringing it in towards goal. Jono's got a near side backhand for defence. He gets most of it, but Jerry's still there, trying to bring it along the line. Doing a good job. Now needs one more shot under the neck. And a whistle goes right in the goal mouth. This will be a very simple tap in from the spot, just a yard out.
Come back, come away. Come away.
I think Ali Raider just there taking it. Ali scores. Easy one for Reds. Rakuten 2, Royal Salute 1. Chance there for, I think, Anna. And the near side backhand for goal. No. Over the back line he goes. And that will end the chukker. That will end the match, with Rakuten in red running out the winners by a close margin of 2-1 over Royal Salute.
We're going to have a quick break.
That's right, a quick break here on the Polo Series. When we return, we bring you the final game, the main game. Stay with us. So 6 teams playing in the Barclays Japan Cup, one of which is Pocari Sweat. Now what makes this team so unique is it's an all-Japanese team and probably the only one in the world to be so. This awesome foursome makes up the all-Japanese Pocari Sweat team, a team that boasts of 4 very enterprising, successful and resilient sports persons. Captain Hiro Suzuki. He plays for the Royal Navy team in the UK and started playing polo when he was a student in Australia. Taro Otsuka, no stranger to adventure, be it bullfighting, exploring the South Pole, scaling the Mount Kilimanjaro, or even being a magician. Hiro Kume, who's been riding since he was a boy and started with show jumping and dressage. And finally, his daughter Akiko, who followed in her father's footsteps and now rides 4 to 6 horses almost every day. Mohit Lalwani gets us up and close with each of them.
Well, for those who have ever played polo, I can tell you that it gets addictive and it really gets into your blood. And if ever there was a living example of that, is the gentleman standing right next to me, Hiro Suzuki. Look, you've come a long way, all the way to Singapore for this event. What's going on?
Well, it's quite a historic tournament because I think this is the first time that we've had 4 Japanese players playing on the same team. So I was invited early on in the year, and it was just too good to turn down.
Well, I've got with me a man who's not just a player for Pocari Sweat, but he's actually the sponsor here.
Yeah, I'm working for Otsuka Pharmaceutical, producing a Pocari sweat, but as well as a polo player for this event. So Japanese four player play together. It's I think the first in the polo history.
Well, we really got it all here at this tournament this weekend. A player who scaled Mount Kilimanjaro, another player who's flown all the way from the UK, who's commissioned to the Royal Navy at this point in time, and a father and daughter team playing together. How exciting is that?
It's a pretty nice change to be able to play together.
And the obvious question, is he the one who got you involved in polo? Is he the one who sparked your interest?
Yes, well, my parents always rode, so that's how I got into horses. And then because he started playing polo, I did as well.
And you've been playing polo for many, many years, I understand.
It's quite a long time, but I'm next year 70, so I'm going to retire soon.
Do you ever feel pressure that your dad's watching you and that perhaps he wants to correct you? Do you ever feel that kind of pressure?
No, he's been very good about it.
The polo ponies here are starting to get a bit restless, as are we, because it is time for the final game. That's between Team Barclays and Pocari Sweat. These two teams are going to battle for the title. Hero Suzuki with a handicap of 2 leads Pocari Sweat, and Team Barclays has Dryden Power in the hot seat.
At the front there, Atsuka-san, Akiko, and there's Hirokumi at the back there wearing the number 4 shirt. Hirokumi first to the ball, he doesn't get it. Suzuki-san, he's the danger man for this side. He had an outstanding day yesterday. And again, there was a handicap difference on the total scores, so Pocari Sweat receive a half goal, and there's Suzuki-san setting up his player, Atsuka-san now. Taro Atsuka swings, doesn't really get it, but Suzuki-san will. He's moving it towards goal very nicely. Is that accurate enough? It is accurate enough, and Suzuki-san gets straight in there with an early goal for Pocari Sweat. 7.5 goals to 6 they go. Nice drive up there as he found a player. Looks like it's only found a white player, but Akiko nicely backed. Keeps it going. There's real chance for Atsuka-san now. And for Hirokumi, all missing it. Everybody missing it, and the defenders. So Suzuki-san's going to clear this one up. He's going to put that through. Of course he does. Hiro Suzuki scores yet again. But Dryden then sets off. That's a lovely, lovely hit from Dryden Power up towards the middle, towards goal. Picked up by Anne Wilkinson. Can she just chop it round and keep it into goal? I think she can. Yes, she can. Well played, Anne Wilkinson. Goal to Barclays. Lovely line drive, and I think that's good enough. Yes, it is indeed. Great 60-yard penalty hit from Dryden Power. 8.5 to 8 now, so they're keeping this absolutely neck and neck. It's going to be a great finish.
For now, let's head over to the sponsors. That's Barclays, of course.
バークレーズとがポロのサポートをすると、スポンサーをなさるということです。これ2年目ですけれども、どのようなことでポロのサポーターをなさるんでしょうか。
もともとバークレーズはイギリスからの銀行ですから、イギリスの有名なスポーツであるキングオブスポーツ、ポロをぜひアジアの方々に紹介すると、それから今回は太鼓とかやぶさめなどもやりまして、日本のカルチャーもご案内したいというふうに思っております。
Akiko now. Akiko, I think. Atsuka-san, he has it now. The man who brings you Pocari Sweat. Suzuki's moving it on towards goal. Dryden swings, misses. It's there, it's gone. Somebody's put it through, and I know it must have been for that good neck shot. Oh, that's a lovely aerial shot. If that's straight, that's the perfect 60-yard penalty hit, ladies and gentlemen, from Hiro Suzuki, the 2-goal player from the Royal Navy, RAF Crownwell. He leaves it to Atsuka-san. Akiko, we've still got 30 seconds left. Beautiful near side, he's got a strong near side forehand, Suzuki-san. Lobs one upfield, first one to it himself. Dominic goes trying to get on terms with him. It's rolling the right way. Who's the next blue? It's Atsuka-san, the man from Pocari. Can he do it? Yes, he can. Atsuka-san gets on the scoreboard. Here she goes. Goal. Akiko Kume scores 12.5 goals now to 8. Pocari Sweat lead Barclays. Hiro sets off. Man's giving him a bit of grief though. He can't just get rid of it cleanly. He's going to have to take it on his own. He sets up his lead player, but first that's going to be Ranveer Singh with a near side backhand. He gets it, nicely done. Hero's there, he's read it again, he necks it. And that's another fine goal from Hiro Suzuki, beautiful neck shot. As he brings the gallop, and there's the bell that ends the match with Pocari Sweat running out extremely well-deserved winners, 13.5 goals to 9 over a very gallant Barclays team.
Well, yes, and a big result for Pocari Sweat. And Tara, I'm going to come to you first. What do you believe worked best for the team?
I'm not sure, but it's amazing. So 4 Japanese players played together. Yeah.
And Hiro, you were very dominant. Everybody, I mean, the commentators kept saying that it was a very dominant game for you. Standard game for you, or were you playing above yourself?
I think, yeah, definitely rose to the occasion here. But the secret that worked for us was that we played as a team, and we had the attacking side and the defending side. So the passes were going up to the attacking side, and that was putting all the pressure on the other team. And that pressure just keeps going forward, and we got goals, and that's what worked for us.
And you know, we've talked about this before. 2 days, would you come back?
Oh yeah, if I'm invited, I would definitely come back. I really enjoyed myself.
All right, and I know we've discussed this before. Father and daughter team playing together. How exciting has this been for you?
It's been great because I played practice chukkers with my dad before, but not many tournaments. So this has been a great experience.
And you must be proud of her.
Oh yes, of course.
Okay, lovely. Congratulations, guys. Well, there you have it, the winning team.
Let's head over to the presentation ceremony where they'll be felicitated. Well, that's all we have time for on the Polo Series. Now, as the day draws to a close and it's time for these guys to head home as well, it's time for us to say goodbye. Yuki, have you had a nice time?
Had fun. Really great.
Great. So we've had a great time. I hope you have. We'll see you soon. Until we see you next, may the horse be with you. Goodbye.